Hey everybody, this is question number 3 on the 10 most missed items from chapter 7 through 9 exam. And this one comes out of chapter 7. It says obtaining a driver's license at the earliest eligible age has been a teenage ritual that appears to be fading. A study performed by University's Transportation Research Institute recently found that 31% of US teenagers between the ages of 17 and 19 did not possess a driver's license. A random sample of 140 teenagers was selected. And that's what it gives us. So let's figure out what we know. So we know that there's a claimed proportion of 31%, 0.31. We know that there's a sample size N, 140. We see that an X, or a sample successes, is going to be given to us in the question of 45. From that, we can calculate a sample proportion, which is just X divided by N. And then it wants us to do a probability. So in order to do the probability, we are going to need to figure out the z-score. And in order to do that, we're going to have to find out our standard error of the proportion. So here's the formula for standard error of the proportion. That equals the square root of the claimed proportion, P, times 1 minus that claimed proportion. Whoops. Probably should put that 1 minus in its own set of parentheses. And we'll divide all of that by N. Good. Oh, I had a little typo. One too many closed parentheses. So there's our standard error of the proportion. And then to find a z-score, we'll need this formula. That's going to be our sample proportion, P bar, minus our claim proportion, divided by the standard error of the proportion. Once we know a z-score, we can find the probability. This will be the probability of less than, right? And this is 45 or fewer. So by using norm dot s dot dist, use z-score, true. So the probability of 45 is 0.615, 45 or fewer. Second question is, what's the probability that 50 or more teenagers? So here we're going to change our X to 50. Remember, this gives us the probability of less than, so probability that's greater is just going to be 1 minus the probability less. The probability of 50 or more is 0.1139. Probability between two numbers, so we'll first figure out the probability that it's less than 40. We're putting 40 here. That gives us a 0.2672. I'm just going to copy that and put it over here so I can have it in a second. And then next we'll do the probability that is less than 35. And then we'll subtract the two. So we'll take this one, the probability that it's less than 40, minus the probability it's less than 35. That'll give us the probability that it's between the two, 0.2048. All right. So suppose 33 teenagers from the sample had not obtained driver's licenses. So we do it, we actually get 33. Does this result support the findings? So if we come out with a probability that it's less than that of 2.9%, something like that, we would have to say that the results do not support the claim because what we found is 0.03, which is less than or equal to 0.05. And there we go. So hopefully that makes that problem a little bit easier for you, and good luck on all of the rest of it.